Welcome to Golden Rule Wisdom. Today we explore the extraordinary journey of William, a man who seemingly wasted 8 long years. At 25, while his childhood friends settled down with families and stable careers, William appeared completely lost in his own life. He wandered aimlessly through the village, trying his hand at farming, working at the local market, and even teaching young children. However, he abandoned every single pursuit after just a short period, leaving everyone confused and deeply disappointed by his constant instability. The villagers and his own family quickly labeled him as a complete failure, a restless soul who could never commit properly. They whispered behind his back, mocking his inability to choose a single path and stick with it like a normal person. His parents often sighed in despair, watching their son jump from one profession to another without ever achieving any tangible success. People called him a jack of all trades, but a master of none, believing his future was doomed to absolute mediocrity. William felt the heavy burden of their judgment, yet a quiet fire burned inside his heart, guiding him towards something greater. He knew his path was unconventional, but he refused to settle for a life that did not align with his true purpose. What the mocking villagers did not realize was the profound secret hidden behind his seemingly erratic and highly unstable 8-year journey. During those 8 years, William was not merely wandering, he was actually apprenticing under 5 different master craftsmen across the region. First, he spent intense months with a master carpenter, learning how to select, shape, and breathe incredible life into raw wood. He studied the intricate grains of timber, mastering the delicate art of carving complex patterns that told beautiful, ancient, forgotten stories. Then, he completely shifted gears, entering the blazing heat of a blacksmith's forge to understand the raw power of molten iron. He learned to strike the anvil with perfect precision, bending stubborn metal into elegant shapes that possessed both strength and beauty. His hands, once soft, became calloused and strong, bearing the proud marks of intense physical labor and countless hours of practice. Next, he sought out a brilliant scribe, trading his heavy hammer for a delicate quill to master the art of calligraphy. He spent countless nights practicing elegant lettering, understanding how words could carry immense power and deep meaning when written with grace. This quiet period of study sharpened his mind, teaching him the vital importance of patience, focus, and absolute attention to detail. After mastering the quill, William ventured into the bustling city markets, apprenticing under a wealthy merchant to learn the art of trade. He observed how people interacted, learning negotiation, persuasion, and the subtle psychology of human desires in a highly competitive economic world. This experience taught him how to value his own work and understand exactly what the market truly needed at any moment. Finally, he spent time as a teacher, learning how to communicate complex ideas clearly and inspire others to achieve their best. He discovered that teaching was not just about sharing knowledge, but about organizing his own thoughts into a perfectly coherent structure. Though he never pursued any single profession to the very end, he absorbed the core, fundamental skills of every single discipline. His brain was constantly rewiring itself, building a unique and powerful network of diverse knowledge that no ordinary craftsman could possess. The villagers only saw a man quitting, but William was quietly assembling a vast toolkit of extraordinary abilities for the future. He was like a master chef, collecting rare ingredients from around the world, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to cook. And that perfect moment finally arrived when a wealthy, powerful lord decided to build a magnificent new gate for his estate. The lord issued a grand challenge to all the artisans in the region, offering a massive reward for the best design. However, this was no ordinary gate. It required a flawless combination of masterful woodwork, exquisite iron forging, and deeply meaningful calligraphy. The lord wanted a masterpiece that would stand for centuries, reflecting his family's noble heritage, immense wealth, and profound cultural wisdom. The village's most respected specialists gathered at the estate, eager to claim the grand prize and secure their glorious legacy forever. The master carpenter could build a sturdy wooden frame, but he had absolutely no idea how to forge intricate iron details. The master blacksmith could forge the strongest metal hinges, but he could not carve the delicate wooden patterns the lord demanded. The brilliant scribe could write beautiful words on paper, but he lacked the physical skills to carve them into hard materials. None of these highly specialized experts could complete the massive project alone, and their huge egos prevented them from working together. The lord grew increasingly frustrated, realizing that finding a single visionary capable of executing his grand, complex design seemed utterly impossible. Just as the Lord was about to abandon his ambitious dream entirely, William calmly stepped forward from the back of the crowd. The villagers gasped in shock and immediately began whispering, wondering why the town's biggest failure was daring to approach the Lord. They expected him to make a complete fool of himself, ruining the village's reputation in front of the region's most powerful man. Ignoring their harsh murmurs, William looked directly into the Lord's eyes and confidently promised to deliver the perfect gate in 30 days. He presented a rough sketch that perfectly integrated carved wood, forged iron, and elegant calligraphy into a single, breathtaking, unified masterpiece. Intrigued by the young man's bold confidence and unique vision, the Lord agreed to give William a chance to prove his worth. For the next 30 days, William locked himself inside a large barn, working tirelessly from the early dawn until the midnight moon. The village remained highly skeptical, often gathering outside the barn to listen to the strange, fascinating symphony of tools echoing from within. First, they heard the rhythmic, steady chopping of an axe and the smooth, precise gliding of a sharp plane shaping solid wood. Then, the heavy, ringing strikes of a blacksmith's hammer against an anvil shattered the quiet night, sending bright sparks into the darkness. Finally, a deep, focused silence would fall over the barn as William delicately carved profound, meaningful words into the finished wooden panels. He drew upon the precise woodworking techniques he had learned years ago, selecting the finest oak and shaping it with absolute perfection. He utilized his intense blacksmithing training to forge elegant, vine-shaped iron hinges that seamlessly wrapped around the sturdy wooden structural frame. He applied his exquisite calligraphy skills to carve a beautiful, poetic blessing across the top arch, ensuring every single letter was flawless. His brief time as a merchant helped him manage his resources efficiently, ensuring he never ran out of essential materials during production, and his teaching experience allowed him to maintain a clear, organized mind, executing each complex step without ever losing his absolute focus. Every single seemingly unrelated skill he had acquired over 8 long years was now merging together to create an absolute artistic triumph. As the 30th day finally dawned, a massive crowd of curious villagers and the eager Lord gathered outside William's dusty wooden barn. The heavy wooden doors slowly creaked open, revealing a magnificent, stunning gate bathed in the warm golden light of the morning sun. The crowd stood in absolute, stunned silence as they took in the breathtaking beauty of the intricate wood, iron, and carved words. It was not just a functional gate. It was a profound work of art that completely exceeded the Lord's wildest, grandest expectations. The master carpenter, the blacksmith, and the scribe all stepped forward, deeply humbled by the incredible craftsmanship they were now witnessing together. They finally realized that William was never a failure. He was a rare visionary who had transcended the narrow limits of specialization. The Lord was absolutely thrilled, generously rewarding William with a massive fortune and officially naming him the master builder of the estate. William smiled, looking at his calloused hands, realizing his 8 years of wandering were actually his greatest and most valuable hidden asset. The powerful lesson of William's extraordinary journey is that you are never truly wasting your precious time when you are learning something. Every single new skill you acquire, no matter how small or seemingly irrelevant, is fundamentally rewiring your brain for future, unexpected success. Society often pressures us to choose a single, narrow path early in life, punishing those who dare to explore multiple different directions. But true mastery often requires a diverse foundation, a unique combination of varied experiences that allows you to see the bigger picture. Do not be afraid to pivot, to try new things, and to temporarily fail in the eyes of those who lack vision. You are quietly building your own unique toolkit, gathering the rare ingredients necessary to create your own unparalleled masterpiece in the future. When the right opportunity finally presents itself, you will be the only person fully equipped to handle its vast, overwhelming, complex demands. Keep learning, keep exploring, and never let the narrow expectations of others extinguish the bright, burning curiosity inside your own creative soul. Your time is never wasted when it is spent building the incredible, multifaceted person you are ultimately destined to become one day. Thank you for watching this inspiring story, and we hope it encourages you to proudly embrace your own unique, winding life journey. Until next time, stay curious, keep growing, and always remember to seek the profound truths waiting here at Golden Rule Wisdom.